It's time for Friday Night Lights once again as high school football starts back in Kansas. Live from Blue Valley High School, tonight's contest pits the visiting Bishop Miege Stags against the home team, Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. Miege is in search of their fifth consecutive district championship and returns 14 starters from a 6-4 squad last year. Blue Valley Southwest is in their second year as a program and looks to build upon a 3-7 record from last year as they return 17 starters. Definitely will be an interesting contest tonight. Last year's contest, they led the season opener between these two teams. Bishop Miege won that one 54-7. Coverage of tonight's game coming live on 810varsity.com. I'm Mike Smith bringing you the action tonight. I'll be bringing you the action for most Bishop Miege Stags games throughout the season. Be joined by Stacy Smith, my camera person for the rest of the year, and Kyle Luntz, an intern for 810varsity.com. He's a senior at Bishop Miege, wanting to learn the ropes behind the broadcasting business. About to get underway. We've got a little less than a minute before game will commence. Both teams, as I said, bringing back a core group of starters, 14 for Bishop Miege. Leading the way there is their wide receiver slash defensive back, number 5, Trey Parmalee. He's on the All-Kansas ESPN preseason team at the wide receiver position, definitely being touted as one of the top wide receivers in the state of Kansas. Also got Quanzi Johnson at running back and defensive back as well. Adam Novak, another key cog for the Stags of Bishop Miege. Look at Blue Valley Southwest. They can bring back quite a few players for themselves, including their quarterback, Aaron Ramsey. He's a junior, 6'3", now, so he will start for his second consecutive year, and that's as many years as the program for Blue Valley Southwest has existed. Bishop Miege will kick off to start off the game, so Blue Valley Southwest will start off with the ball. Colin Carter to kick it off for Bishop Miege. One track down right about the 5-yard line. Break a few tackles, and he whipped it into there to the 20-yard line, does Blue Valley Southwest. Returned by Scott Anderson. He's a key player for the Timberwolves. .21-yard line will be the start of the first drive here in tonight's contest to get high school football underway in the state of Kansas, all throughout the state of Kansas. There's plenty of games on 810varsity.com. Tonight's contest here, Bishop Miege versus Blue Valley Southwest. Quarterback keeper by Aaron Ramsey. He's got wide open space near side. He's at the 40. He's at the 45 and pushed out of bounds right about midfield into his own bench. Flag on the play. Unnecessary roughness, it looks like it's going to be. But out at the 48-yard line, Aaron Ramsey got a first down on that one. Trey Parmalee pushing him out of bounds, and that's probably who's going to get whistled for the penalty as well. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Bishop Miege, so tack on some more yardage here early, and a great outlook for Blue Valley Southwest as they're already in Bishop Miege territory. They will be at the 37-yard line of Bishop Miege, will the Timberwolves. Ramsey under center, wing-back formation, wide receivers to both sides, Miller to the near side. Quick handoff right up the middle, and that one's stuffed. Handoff to Owen Dillon, and he gets busted through. Initially stuffed, but all the way down to the 25-yard line. I'll be on the 26, excuse me. Another first down, though. So we see Blue Valley Southwest moving the ball tremendously. Novak with the tackle. Their wingback formation. Wide receiver split out to the near side at Riley. Odell handoff, and that one went to the right. Swarmed up after a 1-yard gain. Nick Shondell with the tackle. But Blue Valley West driving here on the initial drive of the contest. Here we go. Ramsey under center once again. Wingback formation. Wide receivers to both sides. Miller to the near side. Riley to the far. Handoff once again to Odell. He stopped a swarm of Stags players, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 1-yard gain. Thomas Shamit with the initial hit and tackle. But as I said, a slew of Stag defenders, that defensive line gobbling up Odell after the Ramsey handoff. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. First third down here in the contest. Ramsey, dual wingback set, fullback behind him. Going to be a pitch, this on near side. Nice job. He's going to go all the way to the sideline. Stretched it out. Good defense right there. Timmy Mahoney for the defense for Bishop Miege. Stretched that play out. Great job. Scott Anderson with the carry. But Mahoney stopped that one from going anywhere. That's going to set up 4th down. No gain on the play. 4th and 7 coming for the Timberwolves of Blue Valley West. They're going to go for the field goal. Ben Lewis to take the field goal. And he spins that one up, and ow, no good. It is to the right. A spiral going through there. A flag on the play, though, as well. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Definitely not what the doctor ordered if you're Coach Grunhard for Bishop Miege. That's going to give him an automatic first down. So it will be 1st and 10. New set of downs for the Timberwolves. They missed the field goal there. It was about a 31-yarder attempt by Ben Lewis on that field goal attempt. But the roughing the kicker penalty will get the first down for Blue Valley Southwest. They keep the possession. 9:58 left here in the first quarter. Nothing. First drive still. Wingback set once again. This one in motion. Handoff to Odell straight up the middle. Stopped up by the defensive line of Bishop Miege. Second and 10. No gain on the play. Saw a little bit of deception with Chance Nelson, the other back in the backfield, going in motion on that play, but straight up the middle with Odell once again. Ramsey breaks huddle. Wingback set once again. This time Riley, the lone receiver. Ramsey drops back the pass, and that one's broken up. Nice job by Adam Novak to break that one up from his defensive end position. Novak was 2010 honorable mention Eastern Kansas League last year. One of the faster players on the Bishop Miege squad. Can run about a 4.5 40 or in that range. A great play there to make it 3rd and 10 now for Blue Valley Southwest. Initial stop, and they went for a field goal, and they missed the field goal, but a roughing the kicker call gave a new set of downs. Handoff to Odell once again. Stopped in the middle. But it's fake. That was handoff. Pitch. Nice job. Ramsey fakes myself out. Pitched it out to Chance Nelson. Tackle by Timmy Mahoney. Towards the far sideline. We have a Stag player down on the field. Official timeout with a little over 9 minutes left here in the first quarter. Still 0-0. Blue Valley Southwest still driving on the initial drive of the contest. Broadcast brought to you by the Kansas City Command. Season tickets for the 2012 Arena Football League season at Sprint Center are on sale now. Call 855-KC-ARENA. So we've seen quite a bit of display of running capability coming from the Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest. The initial play starting from the 21-yard line, or their own 21-yard line, the Timberwolves. Ramsey rattles off about a 30-yard run towards midfield. And the attack on the unnecessary roughness penalty on Trey Parmalee, as he had the extracurricular activities after Ramsey was out of bounds. And we see Blue Valley Southwest move the ball with Odell and Anderson at the running back position. Was stopped initially, went for a 31-yard field goal attempt. Ben Lewis was wide right on that, but a penalty on Bishop Miege once again boded well for the Timberwolves. It was a roughing the kicker penalty that gave a new set of downs, and currently that's where we stand. 4th and 2. It was a gain of 8 on the last play. The deception, fake handoff up the middle to Odell, went to the flat option to Chance Nelson. So we see the Stag player get up and get off the field on his own power. I will give you the number when I can find out who it exactly was. I believe it might have been Mahoney who was credited with the tackle. Indeed it is. Timmy Mahoney was the Bishop Miege player down on the field. He was credited with the tackle on Chance Nelson on the last play, but it went for a gain of 8 yards. So now we're going to see the 4th and 2. Ramsey comes back out. They don't elect to go for a field goal here, but right about the 5-yard line. Ramsey just going to sneak it up, try to get the first down. He's met by a huddle of everybody trying to offensive line give him some push. We'll see if he's given the spot. Under 9 minutes left here in the first half. Depending on the spot, we'll see if it's credited a first and goal. And great stop by Bishop Miege. They came up with the electric stop there to keep the Timberwolves off the board. So it will set up Bishop Miege's first offensive drive of the contest deep in their own territory, though. They're on their own 3-yard line. Have to be weary here. They're going to have a new quarterback behind center, Junior Montel Cozart, taking over for Max Shortell, who graduated last year. He actually got a Division I scholarship to the University of Minnesota, so big shoes to fill for Montel Cozart. But he's got some playmakers on his team. Trey Parmalee and McKinley Johnson split out to the near side. Cozart, and that one's going deep. He's got McKinley wide open. McKinley with the catch, and it's bobbled. Intercepted. Intercepted by Blue Valley Southwest. Nice job there. Let's see who it was. I don't know who was actually credited with the interception. Scott Anderson credited with the interception, so playing dual positions there. Quick one play and a turnover. We saw a fake bubble screen to Trey Parmalee, and up the seam McKinley Johnson went. Johnson had his hands on it initially, double covered, but the ball was bobbled, and heads up play by Scott Anderson to come up with the interception. So it sets up the offense once again for the Timberwolves. This one on their own 40. Ramsey drops back the pass. He's got Anderson. Anderson through his hands. It goes. Anderson had wide open pay dirt in his eyes. Trey Parmalee with the coverage. Quanzi Johnson also in on that one as well. So we saw Bishop Miege trying to strike early there with the first play, but it went in the other direction. All the momentum in this first quarter here in favor of Blue Valley Southwest. 8:39 left to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0. Ramsey with the wingback formation. In motion is Hunter Ashley. Ramsey hands it off straight up the middle. That one knocked down for a gain of 3 yards. Alec Friesen, excuse me, with the tackle. Friesen plays that hybrid linebacker safety position on the 4-2 defense for Bishop Miege. Ramsey under center once again. He's got Chance Nelson near wingback. Handoff straight up the middle. Becker, no, he's going to short pass to Miller. Miller gets the first down and more all the way down to the 23-yard line. Quanzi Johnson with the tackle. I think Alec Friesen in there as well. But first down coming for Blue Valley Southwest. Ramsey under center once again. Handoff this time. Becker keeps it. Oh, he barrels over his defender, but brought down by Blake Schneiders. Jack Becker, excuse me, with the carry. Nice job there. 2nd and 4 now on the 6-yard gain by Becker. Definitely we will be pounding it on the ground, will the Timberwolves. We've seen a couple passes, one through the hands of Scott Anderson and the other a completion, but a short pass to the tight end Anthony Miller. Whistle and stoppage. Looks like a helmet malfunction for Cody Riley, one of the offensive linemen for Blue Valley Southwest. But back, here we go, with just under 7 minutes left in the first half. Oh, everything stopped there. Flag on the play. This looks like it's in the vicinity of a false start. Indeed it is. False start on the Timberwolves, so that'll back them up 5 yards. Second and 9 now after the penalty. First penalty, though, of the contest for the Timberwolves. Couple costly penalties, which didn't amount to points for the Timberwolves, but the penalties came against the Stags on the first initial drive for Blue Valley Southwest. They made a drive of it, got all the way down to the 3-yard line. That one off to Becker. Ramsey keeps it, actually. He's going to go all the way. Now he's going to try to be sacked. And he's down. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. Ramsey tried to fire off a pass, but he is gobbled up. Adam Novak with the sack. Adam Novak, one of the senior leaders for Bishop Miege, one of the captains as well. Novak plays defensive end on the defensive side, tight end on the offensive side. That's going to be 3rd and 17 now. A 8-yard loss, excuse me. A little bit of a more traditional set instead of the wing back. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Ramsey rolls out, bootleg. He's going to try to fire a pass. He's got a man wide open, Riley, right at the 20. Now he's going to sneak all the way down to the 15-yard line and out of bounds he goes. Trey Parmalee and Greg Orick with some coverage on that one. But the first down comes for the Timberwolves. No, actually, they'll say it was only a 15-yard gain, so 4th and 2, actually. Ramsey back in the wing formation. Handoff to Becker straight up the middle. And actually, Ramsey with the keeper. Gets a few yards on that one, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. 5:44 left here in the first quarter. Still nothing. Blue Valley West controlling the offensive pace. Brad Ivy was the tackler on the last play. Ivy, a middle linebacker for the Stags of Bishop Miege. You see Hunter Ashley coming from the sideline for Blue Valley Southwest. First and goal for the Timberwolves. Ramsey gonna with the keeper. He's got some wide open space, and he goes tumbling over a defender. And Richard Smith. Smith had been knocked down, but got enough of his arms up. Smith's got some length. He's 6'4" at the defensive end, so he's got those long arms, able to trip up Ramsey before he could get any farther close to the goal line. Ramsey going to hand this one off. Becker right there, and he's in there. Becker with the touchdown. Blue Valley Southwest celebrates with the first score of the contest. 4:44 left in the first quarter, and a touchdown is put on the board. The Timberwolves strike. So, extra point coming here. Ben Lewis to set up the extra point. Jack Becker with the carry, though. He gets credited with the touchdown, a 9-yard run. Excuse me, a 5-yard run. Ben Lewis puts it up through the uprights. 7-0 now. Blue Valley Southwest leads this one over Bishop Miege. You're listening to Bishop Miege Stags football, taking on the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves, live on 810varsity.com, sponsored by Mr. Goodsense. $5 footlong subs are back at Mr. Goodsense. 7 great subs to choose from. Come see what fresh really is at Mr. Goodsense. Miege will try their hand at the offensive side of the ball. It didn't bode too well after a defensive stand on the first initial drive for Blue Valley Southwest. The interception, one play coming from Cozart. But they will get the ball here off the kickoff. McKinley Johnson back, as well as Darren George for Bishop Miege. Ben Lewis to take the kick for the Timberwolves. .444 left here in the first quarter. Blue Valley Southwest leading this one, a short hopper kick right there. Going to be tracked down right at the 30-yard line of the Stags. Moved up about 3 yards, so they'll start right about the 33-yard line. Hunter Ashley with the special teams tackle. As I said, this is officially the second offensive drive for Bishop Miege, but the first one ended very abruptly. One play and resulted in a turnover. That was a interception by Scott Anderson. Cozart looking for the bubble screen, going to keep it actually. He's going to take off now. Gain of about 1 yard on the play. Cozart had, looked like Parmalee and Novak for initial throw, but a little hesitant towards the near side, and he had the trips receivers. Second and 9 coming for the Stags. Sal Venice with the tackle on the last play. Cozart in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the near side. Parmalee to the far side. Hand off to Quanzi Johnson. Johnson busted. He's at the 50. He's at the 40 now. He blitzes through another defender, cuts back to the near side. He's got wide open space. He's at the 10. 5. Touchdown. Bishop Miege. Quanzi Johnson with the touchdown. He rumbles his way down the field. Gonna knock this one back up, pending the extra point at 7 apiece. Quickly does Bishop Miege strike. Deflates the crowd here at Blue Valley Southwest. Quanzi Johnson showcasing his speed. Another one of those players on the Stags team that runs around a 4.5 40. Showcased it there with his cutback ability. Worked the far side of the field all the way back towards the near side. Bit of confusion on the field, looks like. Penalty before they can even get the snap off for the extra point. We'll see. I'm unaware of actually what the penalty call was, so we'll wait and see what the referee's rulings are. They're going to converge right about the 7-yard line of Blue Valley Southwest. But Quanzi Johnson broke open, wide open field. About a 60-yard run by Quanzi Johnson for the touchdown. Now the penalty was obviously on Bishop Miege, so yes, extra point no good, so Blue Valley Southwest actually keeps the lead after the touchdown from Bishop Miege, so 7-6 is the score. 60-yard run coming by Quanzi Johnson. So definitely quite a few different looks from both teams in this game. Blue Valley Southwest controlled the pace throughout the first quarter here. We got Scott Anderson and Chance Nelson back to receive the kick for the Timberwolves. 3:46 left in the first quarter. 7-6. The Timberwolves lead over the Stags. Going to be tracked down by Anderson. Touchback. So start at their own 20-yard line will the T-Wolves, as Anderson was on the goal line on receiving that kickoff. So touchback is credited for Blue Valley Southwest, and they will start at their own 20. Third offensive series. They've been able to move the ball quite well against the Bishop Miege Stags defense. First initial play was helped along by 2 penalties. Didn't result in any points. A missed field goal came along in that first drive for the Timberwolves, but then they got the ball right back off of a Montel Cozart turnover. Handoff quickly. Odell busts out through the defensive line and into the secondary. Greg Orick with the tackle, but enough for a first down. Gain of 12 by Dylan Odell. Odell, one of the workhorse running backs. More, he's only 5'5", so could easily be lost behind the line of scrimmage there. A junior, Blue Valley Southwest, full of a young team. I believe only 5 to 7 seniors on the squad, so they've got plenty of guys coming back next year. Ramsey again hands off to Odell. Odell spins through a few defenders, gain of about 3 on the play. Alec Friesen with the tackle. Ramsey in the wing-back set. Riley, the wideout. Handoff up the middle once again. Odell breaks through some arm tackles. He's past the 50. He's at the 45 and pushed out of bounds right there at the 43-yard line of Bishop Miege. Trey Parmalee with the tackle. Also Alan Bertoli in there as well. But again, we see the running showcase by the Timberwolves in their wingback formation. You've got 3 capable running backs in the back, as well as the quarterback Ramsey can keep it himself and come away with a big gain. We're well aware of that on the first play of the contest. Ramsey keeps that one after a fake handoff to Odell. He goes to the near side. Going to be wrapped up after a gain of about 5. Wrapped up by Joey Fisher. .218 left here in the first quarter. Blue Valley Southwest leading it 7-6. Different scoring going on as Blue Valley Southwest has methodically moved it down the field with mainly running, a showcase of running plays, a few passes mixed in. Then saw Bishop Miege really only having 3 offensive plays. The big one coming, a 60-yard run by Quanzi Johnson. It's stuffed up right at the line of scrimmage there. The carry by Odell once again. Not enough for the first down. So bring up 3rd down and 2. I don't believe anything was gained on that last play. No, enough for the first down, actually. It looked like he didn't move the pile at all, but the referees say he did. Generous spot. So 1st and 10. Ball on the 33 of Bishop Miege. Got Hunter Ashley. Now Odell with the pitch. No, actually Ramsey going to pitch it out to Ashley. Nice open field tackle. Great job by McKinley Johnson. Johnson, great open field tackle at the far sideline. Fake by Ramsey was great as he was faked it to Odell, which had been the bread and butter of this drive for the Timberwolves. Ramsey has a man in motion, going to go a little bit bootleg. Now he stops in the pocket. Ramsey fires a long distance pass. That one's caught. No, it's bobbled. Had it was Riley right at the goal line, but dropped it. There is a penalty flag on the play, though, right in the vicinity of Ramsey where he launched the pass. Fisher and Maxwell for Bishop Miege had the pressure on Aaron Ramsey, but Ramsey still got off a beautiful pass right there into the hands of Chandler Riley. Wait and see what the penalty is on the field. Holding on Timberwolves, so a 10-yard penalty there. Back up Blue Valley Southwest to their own side of the field, the 49 of the Timberwolves now. 2nd and 11. 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Got twin receivers to the near side. Ramsey going to roll out, bootleg. Now stop. Oh, fumble on the play. It's on the field. Who's got it? We'll see who comes up with the possession. Timberwolves have the possession, picked up by Hunter Ashley. Richard Smith got the initial pressure on Aaron Ramsey. Then it was stripped, but Hunter Ashley out there to scoop it up. Avoiding catastrophe, but you could say it's another sort of catastrophe. Instead of the turnover, it's 3rd and 32 with the first quarter ending. So it's going to go, that's going to be it for the first quarter. Blue Valley Southwest leading this one 7-6 over Bishop Miege. We'll be back shortly here with the start of the second quarter. Have you always wanted to learn to fly? It has been a lifelong dream. Now you can live the dream. Learning to fly with Air Associates can be one of the most exciting, rewarding, and challenging activities you'll ever experience. You'll have the most fun you've ever had. Their FAA-certified flight instructors will take you through every step, from first flight to solo, to the freedom of your pilot's license in their modern Cessna aircraft. Their special flight packages will make your training even more affordable. Visit their website at takeoffkc.com. Nick and Jake's Real Food, Honest Drink. Nick and Jake's, the proud title sponsor of 810varsity.com. Check out our promotions throughout the season on Facebook or on Twitter at Nick and Jake's. Second quarter just about to start. Underway. 7-6 is the score. The Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest leading this one over the Stags of Bishop Miege. Ramsey hands it off to Odell on 3rd and 32. 3-yard gain. Ryan Sinkler with the tackle on that last play. That's going to be 4th down. 4th and 32. Excuse me, 4th and 30 after a 2-yard gain. Punt team coming on. Blake Schneiders, as well as McKinley Johnson back for the Stags of Bishop Miege. Referees come up with stop. Timeout on the field for Bishop Miege. Buy Factory Direct and save at Factory Direct Appliance. Call 816-468-8344 or visit us at kcfda.com. Score is 7-6, Blue Valley Southwest, home game here on 810varsity.com. They are taking on Bishop Miege. These two met in the season opener last year. 54-7 was the outcome of that one. Bishop Miege coming away with the victory. A little bit different pace here in this one. Second year as a program for the Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest. Bill Lowe, the head coach for the Timberwolves, now trying to get this program on the upper side of things in the EKL League. They were 3-7 last year, but in their first 4 games was outscored 197-21, but looked like a different team here with some experience here tonight against Bishop Miege. Ramsey, the quarterback, taking care of the punting duties here. A little bit of a rugby-style kick. This one towards the near side, going to trickle all the way into a touchback, so a 20... start on the 20-yard line, excuse me, for Bishop Miege on their 3rd offensive drive of the contest. They haven't had very many offensive plays, but it's kept them in the contest. First offensive drive ended in 1 play, a interception thrown by Montel Quozart, the junior quarterback. Scott Anderson coming away with that interception for Blue Valley Southwest. And the second offensive series for the Stags of Bishop Miege ended in a better outcome for them with a 60-yard run by Quanzi Johnson to pay dirt and 6 points on the board. They do trail by 1 after the missed PAT. Cozart under center, going to pitch it back to Quanzi Johnson. He's got some space again, far sideline. He's got the first down and more. Looks like about 13 yards as he's pushed out of bounds. Sal Venice and a slew of tacklers for the Timberwolves along the far sideline. Bishop Miege unaware. They're donning their white road jerseys with red helmets. Miege across the helmet. Blue Valley Southwest in their green jerseys, white numbering, silver helmet. Cozart, shotgun. Quanzi Johnson split out. Dual receivers. Cozart's got plenty of time, and then that one's dropped. Intended for Blake Schneiders. Schneider's unable to come up with the pass. They had 4 wide receivers split out on that last play. Did Bishop Miege. Cozart under center. He's got tight right with Novak. Quanzi Johnson handoff right there. Gets a gain of 1 after being initially gobbled up in the backfield. Jack Becker with the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play, so that's 2nd and 9 now here with 10:28 left in the second quarter. Excuse me. 3rd and 8 according to the scoreboard. It is 3rd down on the field as well. Forgot the short pass that was dropped on 1st down. Cozart drops back to pass. He's looking far sideline, and that one skies, and it's caught by Parmalee. He's got wide open space. He's at the 10-5 touchdown. Trey Parmalee in there for Bishop Miege. Now 12-7 is the score. Under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Parmalee down the seam, that far sideline. Wide open space. Beautiful spiral pass coming by Montel Cozart. Parmalee, an electric wide receiver. Some Division I schools looking at him. He's a all-Kansas ESPN team for preseason this year. Otis Taylor finalist for best wide receiver in the KC area as well. Set up the extra point coming here. Colin Carter to come into the contest to take this one. Carter with the placement and puts that one through. So good PTA attempt there. 13-7 is the score. Bishop Miege now taking the lead here in the second half. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the first half of action. Nick and Jake's Real Food, Honest Drink. Nick and Jake's, the proud title sponsor of 810varsity.com, located in Parkville and in Parkville Commons and in Overland Park on 135th Street, or visit us online at nickandjakes.com. Scott Anderson and Chance Nelson back to receive the kick. Colin Carter take the kickoff duties. It's moved up after a penalty was called in the last play. I'm unaware what the penalty was. This will go deep into the end zone and a touchback called. Not even taken out of the end zone by Nelson. So the Timberwolves will start at their own 20 as they try to get this one back in their favor. Ramsey under center, the wingback formation. Odell, the lone running back behind him. A handoff to Odell straight up the middle. Ramsey actually now with the keeper. Ramsey very deceptive to the eyes. That's great for Blue Valley Southwest as Ramsey comes up with a 5-yard gain. Richard Smith with the tackle. Ramsey once again under center. This time he actually keeps it himself once again. Weaves through a slew of tackles, first down and more. Gain of 10 yards on the play. Alec Friesen with the tackle. Connor DeLeon as well in on the tackle. The deception coming from the Timberwolves offense with the 3 running backs in the backfield, as well as the mobile quarterback in Aaron Ramsey, has got Bishop Miege on their heels. Ramsey's got Anderson, but he's going to hand off to Odell this time. Odell is stacked up, but pushes the pile with the help of the offensive line for a gain of 3. Joey Fisher in there with the tackle. 8:30 left here in the half. 13-7 is the score. Bishop Miege leading this one on the road as they take on Blue Valley Southwest. 2nd and 6. Ramsey with the keeper himself once again. Pushes for another 3 yards on the play. Joey Fisher in there again with another tackle. Fisher's been active for Bishop Miege. See Chance Nelson coming back in. Anthony Miller also in for the Timberwolves. We'll see where he lines up. He's listed at the tight end position. He's going to be tight right near side. Anderson near side running back. Nelson in motion. Handoff straight up the middle. That's Odell. Odell met by Johnson. He breaks that tackle and down barreling into Bishop Miege territory. Joey Fisher again with the tackle, though. He comes up from his position. But Dylan Odell got the first down for the Timberwolves and into Bishop Miege Stag territory right at the 42-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side. We've got Riley closest to us. Ramsey keeps it, almost sacked, and he's back to the line of scrimmage. He gets back. Adam Novak in there. Got a piece of him. Looks like Joey Fisher as well in there. But Ramsey got back to the initial line of scrimmage, so we'll set up 2nd down and 8. Okay, they're going to credit him with a 2-yard gain. I believed he got back to the original line of scrimmage, but a 2-yard gain coming out of that, out of the almost potential sack. Ramsey dictating. He's got Odell, Anderson, and Nelson. Ramsey keeps it, and this time he's going to be brought down. Slew of Stag defenders. Novak in there initially. Orick with the hit as well, near sideline. Joey Fisher. You can add him to the bunch of Bishop Miege players that got a piece of the quarterback Aaron Ramsey on that last play there. 3rd and 13 now. Loss of 5 on the play. 6 minutes left here in the first half. Bishop Miege leading 13-7. Definitely a tight battle here in the season opener for both of these teams. This season got underway for high school football for Kansas tonight. Ramsey rolls out to his left, fires. Miller intended for the pass. Parmalee with the pass breakup. Nice play as Parmalee bared down on Miller. Miller had some space, but Parmalee closed the gap quickly and knocked that one out of Miller's grasp. 4th down coming now. 4th and 13. Looks like the punting unit will come on. We'll see who the Stags put back for cover to receive the kick. McKinley Johnson and Trey Parmalee back. Ramsey to take the punting duties. High snap. Ramsey gets it off, though. Definite spiral, and out of play. It goes through the end zone. So touchback. Start at their own 20 will the Stags of Bishop Miege. Second quarter time winding down, 5:36. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line for Bishop Miege, as they lead 13-7 after initially trailing to Blue Valley West, Southwest, who scored initially off a 5-yard Jack Becker run with 4:44 left in the first quarter. Then we got into second quarter action, and Quanzi Johnson broke off a 60-yarder to the house for Bishop Miege. Missed the extra point after that one. Then after a defensive stand by Bishop Miege, they get the ball back and march down the field. Montel Cozart, the 63-yard pass. Trey Parmalee, plenty of yards after the catch on that one. Down the far sideline, but a beautiful spiral pass hitting Parmalee in stride from Cozart, the junior, who I said had some big shoes to replace in Max Shortell, a 3-year starter for the Stags, who's playing some Division I football now. Actually, 3 players have a Division I scholarship from last year's team. Phil Ford at the University of Kansas, an offensive lineman for the Stags, and then defensive lineman Shane Ray at the University of Missouri. Plenty of other players have definitely missed this year for Bishop Miege from last year's squad. Chris Aguilar, to mention a couple other names. Mark Baumgartner as well at the linebacker position. Montel Cozart with double tight end. He's going to drop back the pass. He's got Quanzi Johnson. That one tipped and caught by Richard Smith. Smith at the 40, and he's pushed out of bounds. Smith at his own 40. They're going to arc him out at the 42, it looks like. But Richard Smith caught the pass after it was tipped by a Timberwolves player. Looked like one of the linebackers. Jason Wilson got a piece of it. And Sal Vaness pushing Richard Smith out of bounds before any more damage could be done on that play. But enough for a first down. Gain of 12 on the play. A 12-yard pass by Cozart. Cozart going to go bootleg towards the near side. Wide open right in the middle is Novak, the tight end. Spin move around one defender, breaks another tackle. He's in amongst 3. He's still up. And he's got it into Timberwolf territory right at about the 35-yard line. Another electric play. A 22-yard pass by Cozart and run by Adam Novak. Chandler Riley, the wide receiver linebacker for the Timberwolves, credited with the tackle. 5 minutes left here in the first half of action. 1st and 10 from the 36 of the Timberwolves. Cozart in the shotgun formation. Quick stoppage issue with the helmets, but we had quadruple wide receivers in a diamond formation to the far side. Near side wide receiver Trey Parmalee. Cozart, he's got some pressure. He looks for Parmalee. That one sailed over Parmalee's head. Nice defense by Scott Anderson. But Cozart had 2 players bearing down on him. Looked like Drew Tomaline, one of those 2 Timberwolves players, to get a piece of Montel Cozart. Cozart trying to go for another touchdown pass to his number 1 wide receiver in Trey Parmalee. Parmalee's got the pedigree of a football player. His dad playing in the NFL. Bernie Parmalee played 9 seasons, scoring 20 TDs. We see Cozart under center. Double fullback as handoff to Novak. He's got some space. He's at the 15. Knocked down there. Nice job by Drew Tomlin to come over from his middle linebacker position and snatch him up. Tomlin came over from the defensive line to get that tackle, but Novak, another first down for the Stags. This one marked down at the 13 of the Timberwolves, so still another 1st and 10 can be had by Bishop Miege before a touchdown is on the board, but we'll see what Coach Grunhard dials up for Bishop Miege here as Cozart in shotgun formation. Direct snap. That one right to, Connor DeLeon, I think. Or no, it's Cozart on the keeper. It looked like a direct snap to the running back, but Cozart was just lined up a little bit awkward from experiencing some camera malfunctions at the moment. Cozart fires, and there is a touchdown for Trey Parmalee. Great job there. Cozart fires another touchdown for Trey Parmalee. Colin Karnick will come on for the extra point. We'll try to get the video back up shortly. The extra point is up and good. 20-7 now is the score. 3:31 left here in the first half. Again, I apologize for the video feed going down. Carter will take the kickoff. We will try to get the video back up before the half, but if not, we will have it back in the second half for sure. Carter puts that one up. Going to be tracked down by Anderson at the 1. He bobbles it. He's going to pick it up back now. Try to take it all the way and get some yards out of that one. Brought down at the 9-yard line by plenty of tacklers, and Jack Wirtz right in there. Ramsey now, handoff, and he keeps it and goes up for a gain of 3 yards. Again, apologize for the video feed going down. I'll bring you the play-by-play for the rest of this first half. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Bishop Miege leading 20-7. Experiencing some technical difficulties with the camera. We'll get that worked out at the half. Still working on it as we speak. Is Ramsey again. This one a counter handoff. Nice job. This one looked like it's intended for Anderson, and he barrels it up past the 30-yard line all the way to the 33. First and 10 coming out of that running play. Trey Parmalee out of the secondary with the tackle. Ramsey, now quick handoff. That one going to be pitched. Pitch to the near side, broken up, and Hunter Ashley, broke through a one defender and then brought out by Cole Pickard. .231 left here in the first half. 20-7 is the score. Bishop Miege leading it after they initially trailed 7-0. Blue Valley Southwest getting on the board first. 2nd and 3 now for Ramsey and the Timberwolves. Becker in the backfield along with Ashley. Now handoff to Becker. A keeper for Ramsey, and he's brought down in the backfield. Fumble on the play. Bishop Miege recovers, and they get the turnover there. So turnover for both teams coming here in this first half. The first offensive play for Bishop Miege ended in an interception by Scott Anderson and the Timberwolves. This one a fumble by the quarterback Aaron Ramsey, and going to give Bishop Miege great field position and a chance to score again before going into the half. So Miege comes back out on offense on their own the Timberwolves 41-yard line. Parmalee split out near side. Cozart in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers to the far side. Diamond formation over there. Cozart quickly looks, bubble screen. This one going to be caught, tracked in by Mahoney. Mahoney's got some space. He breaks through one tackle and is going to be pushed out of bounds. Looks like right about the 20-yard line. Ben Lewis with the defense. So Mahoney barreled up for the play there. We see the same formation here, but switch. Parmalee far sideline, and the 4 other wide receivers point out here. Mahoney again, this one, the same play, just to the other side of the field. Near side, Mahoney weaves through a slew of defenders and down at the 3-yard line. Dylan Odell with the tackle, but 2 back-to-back plays just switched the opposite side of the field. Mahoney coming up with some great plays to push the ball up the field. A penalty flag, though, on this last one, so it looks like it's coming back. Holding on Bishop Miege. So, indeed, the last play there for Mahoney and the Cozart connection will be brought back, a 10-yard penalty on the hold. 2 minutes left here in the first half. 20-7 is the score. Bishop Miege leading this one. Again, apologize for the video feed going down. We'll get that taken care of and back up running, hopefully, for the second half. Cozart in the shotgun formation. Parmalee to the near side. Cozart with the keeper. He's just going to take it himself towards the 20 and brought down right at the 20-yard line is Cozart. The initial line of scrimmage back. Cozart gets to him. Dylan Odell with the tackle. Cozart under center. He's got Quanzi Johnson and handoff to Johnson. Johnson breaks through the defensive line. He's going to be grabbed, ankle tackled by Dylan Odell. Dylan Odell coming up with the last 2 tackles on the side of things, defensive side of things for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trying to keep Bishop Miege out of the end zone once again before halftime. A minute to go here in the first half. Whistle. It looks like a timeout will be called. Timeout, Blue Valley Southwest. Blue Valley Southwest struck early in the game. 5-yard touchdown run by Jack Becker in the first quarter. First points of the contest. A turnover before that, which is actually what led to the touchdown drive by Bishop Miege. The turnover by Bishop Miege led to the touchdown drive for Blue Valley Southwest. And Bishop Miege on the next offensive series struck back with a 60-yard run by Quanzi Johnson. Missing the extra point after that one. The score was 7-6. Now Bishop Miege has put a couple more touchdowns here on the board in this second quarter. 2 passes from Montel Cozart, the junior quarterback, to the senior wide receiver, Trey Parmalee. One of those over a 60-yard pass completion. Bishop Miege on the doorstep once again to some more points. 3rd and 1, so they can get another first down before They have to try to punch it in. 4 wide receivers in the diamond formation near side. Kozart just going to take it himself. He's got some space, and he's in there. He just runs right through the middle and into the end zone for the touchdown. Montel Kozart with the quarterback keeper, and 6 more points for the Bishop Miege Stags. Now 26-7, pending the extra point. 1 more point on the board before halftime with just under a minute to go. Point after is good. 27-7 now is the score. Bishop Miege leading this one. Bishop Miege starting to find their rhythm on the offensive side of things after the initial first play on the offense, resulting in a turnover. Chance Nelson and Scott Anderson once again back to receive the kickoff by Colin Carter of Bishop Miege. Just about halftime here. This contest between Bishop Miege Stags as they take on Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. It's a home game for the Timberwolves, played at Blue Valley High School. Colin Carter puts that one in the air. Tracked down by Nelson right at the 1 yard line. Nelson goes near side, breaks through a couple tackles, bobbles it, and it's fumbled. And then it's fumbled out of bounds as well. We'll see who it was credited with. Picked up by the Bishop Miege, but fumbled out of bounds, so back in favor of the Timberwolves as they got it. So the Timberwolves will have possession at their own 15 with 51 seconds left here in the half. So Ramsey, wing back formation in motion, going to hand off to Odell straight up the middle and brought down, gain of 1 yard. Rudy Estrada with the tackle. .35 seconds left here in the half. Clock winding down. We'll see if the Timberwolves come up with any type of elaborate play or they just play it out here to end the half and go into halftime as they trail 27-7. So trail by 20 points after initially scoring the first point. Quarterback keeper by Ramsey. He's swallowed up in the backfield. Looks like Novak got in there and Fisher as well. And Richard Smith going to be credited, and that's going to be it for the first half as we see Bishop Miege take the 27-7 lead going into halftime. They were trailing by 7 in the first quarter. 4:44 left to go in the first quarter. The first points were struck by Blue Valley Southwest on a 5-yard Jack Becker run. But then it was all Bishop Miege from there putting the points on the board. Quanzi Johnson, a 60-yard run. 2 touchdown passes from Kozart to Trey Parmalee. And a quarterback keeper for an 11-yard run by Kozart as well to end the first half of action. Bishop Miege leads this one 27-7 at the half. 810varsity.com now brings live video streams for more than 25 KC Metro schools all season long. Now you can watch and listen to all the action live on your computer, iPad, or phone. And of course, live scores, rankings, and more. Live or archive, get the games at 810varsity.com. Currently halftime at Blue Valley Southwest taking on the Bishop Miege Stags. It's 27-7 is the score. Again, apologize for the inconvenience of the video feed going out with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. We have a backup camera on its way and should be up momentarily into the second half. So we'll have most of the second half back on video feed. But I will bring you live audio for the second half. Just again, wanted to apologize quickly for the inconvenience of the video feed going down. Second half will start approximately in about 5 minutes. Back live at on 810varsity.com, excuse me. I'm Mike Smith bringing you the action. Bishop Miege High School taking on Blue Valley Southwest High School. Score at half is 27-7. Again, apologize for no video feed at the moment. Second half will start momentarily. We are working on getting the camera back up and running. We should have it for most of the second half. We have a camera on its way. Our camera that we're currently using in the first half malfunctioned, but I will do my best to bring you the play-by-play up until the point of the video coming back, and then throughout that as well. But first half action, Blue Valley Southwest struck first in the game. They had a long drive, the initial drive of the contest, had a 31-yard field goal attempt that was wide right, but a roughing the kicker penalty was called, so they had a few more downs, a new first down there, but didn't get anything out of that. A great fine defensive stance by Bishop Miege right around the 5-yard line. And then they went on offense and turned it right back over on the first play. A interception thrown by Montel Cozart to Scott Anderson of the Timberwolves. And that led to the first scoring drive of the contest. The Timberwolves getting into the end zone with a 5-yard touchdown run by Jack Becker with 4:44 left in that first quarter. That was the lone score in the first quarter. Bishop Miege was next to get on the board and has rattled off 27 unanswered after that initial score by the Timberwolves. Quanzi Johnson getting the first touchdown for the Stags, a 60-yard run. He broke on the far sideline, broke it back towards the near side, and into pay dirt he went. Montel Cozart has been able to sling the ball around after that initial interception. He's found his favorite wide receiver in Trey Parmalee, the all-Kansas ESPN teamer and Otis Taylor finalist for best wide receiver in the KC area. He's got 2 touchdown grabs on the night, both of the touchdowns thrown by Montel Cozart. And then Cozart got another touchdown for himself. Just about 5 minutes left in the first half. He took it in from the 11-yard line on a quarterback keeper to make it 27-7, and that took us to the half. Blue Valley Southwest, the score not very indicative for them. They've been able to control some of the pace until Bishop Miege opened up with some big plays. I mean, one of those touchdowns from Cozart to Parmalee was a 63-yarder, and then a 60-yard run by Quanzi Johnson as well. So, you know, giving up some big plays has hurt the Timberwolves, but they've been able to mount sustainable offensive drives with their wingback formation, and then able to run the ball behind, you know, quarterback Aaron Ramsey. Also, Dylan O'Dale has gotten a big portion of the carries for him. Scott Anderson been in that mix as well. You can add Jack Becker, who was credited for the touchdown. Chance Nelson and Hunter Ashley in the backfield. Haven't passed the ball very much. Just about under 5 pass attempts for Blue Valley Southwest. As we get about to get the second half of action underway here. Again, if you're just tuning in, the score is 27-7. Bishop Miege leading this one. Again, apologize for the video feed being down. It will be back up. We have a camera on its way. Second half action just about to get back underway here. Miege will receive here to start off this second half. Miege comes into the season with head coach Tim Grunhard in his 6th season, career record 32-22. They were 2009 4A state champions. They won 4 consecutive district championships, so in search of their 5th there. They obviously have higher hopes for their team above the district championship, but that is definitely on the bulletin board for Bishop Miege. Blue Valley Southwest looking to continue their program, the 2nd year of existing. They went 3-7 in their initial year behind head coach Bill Lowe, and they've put up a fair challenge tonight against Bishop Miege thus far. Score not truly indicative of the pace of the game. Ben Lewis to kick off for the Timberwolves. Back deep is McKinley Johnson. That's a short kick. Going to be fielded right out at the 35 by Adam Novak. Novak cuts back. He's going to go back to the 25. Now gets through a few defenders. Gets hit immediately. Stood up. Now brought down about the 34-yard line. Will set up Bishop Miege's offense here to start off the initial drive of the second half. Listening to the live broadcast on 810varsity.com. Bishop Miege Stags taking on Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. Kozart going to line up in the shotgun formation. He's got that triangle receiver formation to the near side. McKinley, one of the receivers there. Novak is the lead receiver. Trey Parmalee, wide right. Kozart with the fumble, and it's picked up by the Timberwolves. Jack Becker gets his head on the ball as Kozart with the quarterback keeper was going to go straight up the middle, but Kozart fumbles it. That's his second turnover of the contest, and great field position for Blue Valley Southwest to cut into this 20-point lead. So Bishop Miege starts off their initial second half offensive drive as the same way they did in the first half with a turnover in the first play. That's going to give it to the offense for the Timberwolves. Ramsey under center, wingback formation. He calls a timeout. Saw something he didn't like. Maybe he didn't have the right exact play. Odell, Nelson, and Anderson were the backs in the backfield. So timeout there. 810varsity.com broadcast brought to you by Mr. Goodsense. Ordering Mr. Goodsense is now quick and easy with Goodsense online ordering. Just log on to MrGoodsense.com and place your order today. Second half just underway. 11:46 left here in the third quarter. Bishop Miege got the initial kickoff. One play into their offensive drive. Turn it over with a quarterback keeper from Montel Kozart, but a great heads-up play by Jack Becker, who scored the touchdown in the first half for the Timberwolves. Ramsey with the handoff. Straight up the middle. Gets tackled right there. 1 yard gain. Flag on the play. Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. So penalties again hurting Bishop Miege as they did in the first half. So 10-yard face mask call against the Stags of Bishop Miege, and that's going to set up a great field position. And we have video feedback for you here in the second half. Again, apologize for the video feed going out early or in the first half, 5 minutes to go in that second quarter. Handoff to Odell. He's working it to the right. Going to be knocked back into the backfield. Whistle and stop of play was Odell. No gain on the play. 11 minutes now left here in the third quarter. Still 27-7, but Blue Valley Southwest bearing down on the goal. 15-yard line. Ramsey Going to keep it. Now he's going to toss it. He's got a catch by Anderson. Anderson going to get a couple yards on the play. Nice tackle by Blake Schneiders. Gain of 4 on the play on that pass attempt. 3rd and 6. Can gain a first down if you get to the 3-yard line before they get into the end zone. So don't have to get into the end zone here. Anderson and handoff to Odell. Odell's met at the 5-yard line and brought down. Looks like Fisher on the tackle. Brad Ivy as well. Penalty again on the play. Face mask against Bishop Miege once again. So that's going to give them 1st and goal for Blue Valley Southwest. Two-yard line, 1st and goal for Blue Valley Southwest. This is definitely an opportunity that they need to cash in on to cut this 20-point lead that Bishop Miege has. Again, apologize for the video inconvenience in the first half, but we got it back here going now. Is Ramsey going to hand off to Odell? Odell working, trying to go outside, and he gets in there for the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Valley Southwest. Dylan Odell strings it out along the far side, and in he goes. Puts 6 more on the board. Another extra point on the way. Ben Lewis will set up for the extra point. High snap, but they get it down, and Lewis puts it through, Odell scoring the touchdown for Blue Valley Southwest. Now the score sitting at 27-13 as the Timberwolves first to strike here in the second half. So Bishop Miege will get the ball back on offense. They had the initial offensive drive of the second half, but cough it up on a turnover and deep in their own territory. So great field position for Blue Valley Southwest, and they cash in on it. They get the 2-yard touchdown run by Dylan Odell for their 2nd touchdown of the contest, both coming on runs. First one in the first half, the first touchdown of the contest, Jack Becker getting that one for the Timberwolves. We'll see if Bishop Miege can come up with the answer. Picked up. Going to be brought down on the near side. This one going to be knocked out right on the 40-yard line. Nice tackle by Ben Lewis. Again, the video feed, slight complications. I apologize for it. Strung out there, and nice play. Quanzi Johnson now still trying to go for the first down. Video is back up and running. That was Trey Parmalee off the pass from Kozar. Thank you for sticking through all the technical difficulties, and I will make sure we have that hashed out for next week's contest for Bishop Miege as they take up a home game against Blue Valley Northwest at 7 p.m. But here they're trying to search for their first victory of the season in the season opener. Montel Corzart, handoff to Quanzi Johnson. He busted towards the far sideline around another tackler, and he steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. If he wouldn't have gotten tipped by that Timberwolf defender, Ben Lewis, he could have went to the house for his second, what would have been his second touchdown of the contest. 9:12 left here in the third quarter, 27-14. Stags of Bishop Miege leading this one. Blue Valley Southwest striking first as in the second half as they did in the first. But then Bishop Miege was all over, scoring 27 unanswered in the first half. Quarterback keeper by Cozart. Gain of 5 yards on the play down to the 20. Dylan Odell with the tackle on Cozart. Jacob Currents involved in the tackle as well. Cozart under center, going to have the pitch back. That one broken up in the backfield. Nice play by Drake Herman. That was a handoff like to Luke Taylor. Indeed it was the fullback Luke Taylor, but broken up and a loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7. Cozart looks like he's going to go under center once again. Johnson, Taylor in the backfield. Parmalee split out wide. Cozart fires. Nice connection with Adam Novak, the tight end. He's down at the 10-yard line. Good enough for a first down. Gain of about 10 yards on the play. Nice tackle by Ben Lewis from the secondary. Cozart going shotgun. We can see the diamond formation toward the near side of wide receivers. Parmalee, the lone wide receiver, split out towards the top of the screen. Cozart fires to Mahoney once again. Same play we saw earlier in the contest. Mahoney stretches it out. He's going in there for the touchdown. Timmy Mahoney gets another touchdown on the board for the Miege Stags. Miege has used that play to perfection tonight. It's just a quick pitch to the flat to the back wide receiver in the diamond formation on either side, which has been Mahoney every single time. One of those times was brought back due to a penalty, but still went for a significant gain, only to be brought back due to the penalty. But this one going for touchdown and points. That one, the extra point, up and good as well by Colin Carter. So another touchdown put on the board, 34-14. A 20-point lead advantage again for Bishop Miege. 7:28 left here in the third quarter. Kansas City Command powering the 810varsity.com Top 25 season tickets for the 2012 Arena Football League season at Sprint Center are now on sale. Call 855-KC-ARENA. Just mentioned the 810varsity.com Top 25 rankings of local metro area schools. Bishop Miege coming in at number 16 on the initial poll there. That poll powered by the KC Command. Miege ranked 18th in Kansas by MaxPreps.com, a very good high school website tracking schedule statistics for all teams around the nation. Kickoff coming by Carter and the Stags. Puts a boot behind that one. Going to be tracked down, looked like at the 2-yard line. Picked up by Anderson. Anderson working back towards the near side. Breaks the tackle. He's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 35 and pushed out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds by Christian Hunley. But Anderson found some space to make something out of nothing there. Thought he might not get anything, maybe would be tackled behind the 20-yard line, which is not an ideal situation because a touchback would get you the 20, but brought it out from the 2 and got it out to the 36. So Blue Valley Southwest finds themselves trailing by 20 points once again, back to the wing-back formation. Ashley, Odell now, actually that's Becker in there, right behind Ramsey, and he is brought down. Gain of 1 on the play, straight up the middle. Rudy Estrada with the tackle. We see Chandler Riley coming in off the sideline for the Timberwolves. He'll be split out to the far sideline. Oh, we've also got Becker now. Becker back in the backfield. Ramsey with the keeper, and he's brought down. He tried to pitch. He's looking for Nelson. Couldn't get it to him. He's gobbled up in the backfield. Looks like Richard Smith right there to come up with the sack. Smith sniffed that one out. Nose for the ball right there by Richard Smith, the defensive end. Loss on the play puts it back to 3rd and 12 for the Timberwolves. Back to the wingback formation. Becker, Nelson, Anderson, the backs. Ramsey with the keeper. Actually handed off to Becker. Becker stumbles through everybody. Parmalee's got him, and Johnson brings him down. So gang tackle by Parmalee and Johnson, but enough for the first down, and across midfield it comes for the Timberwolves. So the two effective running backs for most of the night have been Jack Becker and Dylan Odell for the Timberwolves. Could throw in Scott Anderson as well. Ramsey under center, hand off to Becker, and he's brought down right there. He breaks through a tackle, actually. He was brought down initially and then got back up. His knee didn't touch. And that'll gain about 5 on the play for that one. McKinley Johnson with the tackle, back up from his defensive back position. Riley, the near side wide receiver. Miller, the far side. Becker, the far back. Ramsey with the keeper, and he's met by 3 Bishop Miege Stag players. Richard Smith in there is Joey Fisher as well. So Ramsey and the Timberwolves getting some good plays with the initial handoff, but if Ramsey has come up with keeping it, he's been hit automatically in the backfield for no gain. 3rd and 7 now on the play. 4:29 left here in the third quarter. Ramsey got Becker in the backfield once again, as well as Ashley. He's going to take a fires the pass now. Caught. That one caught by Josh Garber. Good enough for the first down and 5 more yards. Parmalee with the tackle. Well, that caught Bishop Miege off guard, I'm assuming. Garber out of the backfield for the quick slant pass from Ramsey. Haven't seen too many passes at all by the Timberwolves throughout the contest. Anderson back in. Becker gets it as Ramsey's brought down in the backfield, and Becker stumbles for about 5 yards. Cole Pickard with the tackle. Timberwolves have been able to execute, handing off to Jack Beckert. He lining up directly behind Ramsey in the formation. Timeout on the field by Bishop Miege. Now you can live the dream. Learning to fly with Air Associates can be one of the most exciting, rewarding, and challenging activities you'll ever experience. You'll have the most fun you've ever had. Their special flight packages will make your training even more affordable. Visit their website at takeoffkc.com. So we see Miege taking the timeout with 3:36 left here in the third quarter, leading by 20, 34-14 is the score. Trying to game plan as Blue Valley Southwest is able to move the ball quite substantially throughout the entire game, but have been stifled with a turnover and some stoppages on downs as well. But their running game has been effective, gaining them some significant plays with Dylan Odell. This drive, especially Jake Becker, who scored the initial touchdown for the Timberwolves. Also in that mixture, Scott Anderson and then Ramsey on the quarterback keepers as well. Not a very pass-happy team is Blue Valley Southwest. But what they do is very effective, with Riley and Miller split out wide. Anderson, Nelson, and Becker in the backfield. Becker directly behind Ramsey, who's under center. Tight right as well. Ramsey keeps it, and now he's going to hand off now. Nice job by Becker to barrel through once again. Late handoff by Ramsey there. Timmy Mahoney with the tackle, but first down coming. You've got to think that the Timberwolves will stick to what has been able to get them down the field here in this offensive set. That it would be Jack Becker, the junior running back. Odell now the running back directly behind Ramsey. Anderson and Nelson still in. Two receivers out as well. Handoff, Odell splits all the way through, and in he goes to the end zone. Dylan Odell with his second touchdown of the contest. Another touchdown here in the second half for the Timberwolves. Dylan Odell, daylight came and he didn't want to go home. He went to the end zone. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter, pending the extra point. Blue Valley West will have 21 if they can nail this extra point with Ben Lewis. Puts it up through the uprights, does Lewis. 21 tallies on the board. Now for Blue Valley Southwest, 34-21. Definitely a little bit of a tighter contest now, 13-point game. Bishop Miege will see if they can counter on offense here when they get the ball back. We saw Bishop Miege been able to execute after the initial offensive drive in the first half, putting the 27 unanswered points on the board, going to halftime 27-7. Then Blue Valley Southwest getting the initial score in this second half. Bishop Miege coming back right with the answer, though. And now the Timberwolves, another run by Dylan Odell for another touchdown. George and Wirtz, two Stags back to receive the kick. See Lewis put it back off the tee. Lewis, beautiful kick. Going to be fielded right at the 9-yard line. Stags working towards the near side. Going to be pushed out right at the 30-yard line. Nice tackle by Jason Wilson. That one was fielded by Jack Wirtz. Wirtz brought it up from the 9 to the 30. So you see the Stags start their offensive series on their own 30-yard line. Trying to come back with the answer to the touchdown just put on the board by the Timberwolves. Dylan Odell scampering in to the end zone for his second TD of the contest. Trip receivers for the Stags, far side. Palmerly the nearest to the offensive line. Kozart in the shotgun. Looking for Quanzi Johnson, but he's got McKinley Johnson wide open. Caught. He's at the 30-yard line and brought down. Ben Lewis brings him down, but significant gain there. Kozart looked for the check pass. Quanzi Johnson out of the backfield in the flat, but faked that and went McKinley Johnson down the seam. And a deep completion. Got a 40-yard completion there by Kozart to McKinley Johnson. Be 1st and 10 from the 31 of the Timberwolves for Bishop Miege. Kozart will stay in the shotgun. Quanzi Johnson to his left in the backfield. Near side is Richard Smith. Trip receivers to the far side. Bobbled snap. Kozart fires quickly. Finds Johnson. He's hit. Drops the pass. Nice hit by Josh Garber. Smith is down, though. Smith was in the air trying to leap for that pass from Kozart. Appears to be an issue maybe with an ankle for Smith. He's down on the field right about the Timberwolves' 15-yard line. Bishop Miege staff out there working on it. Maybe it might just be a cramp. Actually, now it appears actually just a cramp possibly for Smith. They try to work that out. Game planning now time for Bishop Miege. 2:28 left here in the third quarter. Miege leads this one by 13, 34-21. Definitely tighter than last year's contest. Last year, Bishop Miege won that one 54-7. But that was the first year for Blue Valley Southwest as a football program, and head coach Bill Lowe had to implement his system and get his players on the same page. So definitely hard to do that within 1 year's time to get everything where you would like it. Definitely looking better here in this contest for the Timberwolves. They're primed to build upon their 3-7 season last year. Their 3 wins coming against Blue Valley West, St. James Academy, and Bishop Meward last year. They did reach the 4A playoffs, but they definitely like to reach the playoffs with a little bit of a better record this season. Back to the action. McKinley was near side. Quick pass by Kozart to Parmalee. Parmalee's got some green in front of him, and he's going to go 10, 5, touchdown. Trey Parmalee in there. Thought he might have stepped out of bounds on the far sideline, but the referees give it to him. Touchdown, Trey Parmalee, his 3rd TD of the contest. Montel Kozart definitely knows which guy he's going to go to in this contest, and looks like he may have found the guy for the rest of the season as well. Parmalee, definitely a highly touted receiver in the Kansas area, and you see why. As he scores his 3rd touchdown. That one coming over a 25-yard TD pass from Kozart and into the flat. So Parmalee getting plenty of yards after the catch there. Point after is good by Carter. So Bishop Miege answers once again. So back and forth, points being put on the board by both teams. Blue Valley Southwest striking with an Odell run, and then we see Miege coming back with a touchdown, and then another Odell run on the next offensive series for the Timberwolves. And right there, the 20-yard plus touchdown pass for Trey Parmalee and Bishop Miege. 41-21 is the score. Still 2:21 left here in the third quarter. Plenty of scoring going on here in the third quarter. So if you definitely like points, this is a game for you. Halftime, it was 27-7. Bishop Miege leading that one. Carter with the kickoff from the 40. Anderson and Nelson, a little confusion. They let that one go into the end zone, touchback. So Timberwolves will start from their own 20. After the touchback, a little confusion on who was going to field that kickoff, it looked like, between Nelson and Anderson. But they find themselves once again in that 20-point hole that they were at halftime. So it's been back and forth here in the second half. But Blue Valley Southwest is going to have to find a way to be able to put points on the board and stop Miege from scoring. Because after that initial turnover in the second half, we see Miege has gotten back into their offensive groove. Handoff up the middle, and Odell once again with the carry. 8-yard gain on the play there. As he went out to the right. Timberwolves not venturing from what's done them best all night. It is their running game. Ramsey under center. Odell busts through the offensive line into the secondary. First down at the 40, brought down by Parmalee. Penalty flag on the play. It appears to be in the vicinity of holding, so this one might go back. Be unfortunate for the Timberwolves on another great play by Dylan Odell. Chop block is the call. So indeed, on the Timberwolves. That brings back the Odell scamper. Minute 38 left here in the third quarter. Anderson coming back in for the Timberwolves, taking the place of Garber. It's a 10-yard penalty on the chop block. Bring up 2nd and 13, I believe. Minute 36 left here in the third. Timberwolves trying to get out of there deep of their own territory. Handoff up the middle. Odell busts through a slew of tacklers once again. He's up, down, and down at the 25. Little extracurricular activity after the whistle there. Referees make sure it doesn't go anything past that. Brought down by Cole Pickard. That will bring up 4th down. Excuse me, 3rd down. The scoreboard indicated it was 3rd and 16, but it's 3rd and 5 actually, excuse me. They had changed the down but not the distance. Almost offside, and it's going to be an offsides call or a false start. False start, it looks like, on the offense. Oh, no, excuse me. Offsides, Bishop Miege. It appeared that they might have been drawn offsides, but referees see differently. So that gives the 1st and 10 automatically to the Timberwolves. So a gift there by the Stags to the Timberwolves. Ramsey, wingback formation. Anderson, Ashley, and Odell. And Ramsey, quarterback keeper, after 2 fake handoffs. Ankle tackles can't bring him down. He gets about 6 yards on the play as he went to the right. Brad Ivy with the tackle for Bishop Miege. A deceptiveness of the Timberwolves offense on the fake handoffs and counters that they've had throughout the night with the slew of, the stable, with maybe a better terminology, of running backs that they have. And that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. Going into the fourth, Bishop Miege leads this one 41-21 over Blue Valley Southwest. Time to buy a new washer and dryer? Need a facelift to the kitchen? Factory Direct Appliance has 5 locations around the Kansas City area, including the Northland at Highway 152 and North Oak. Special financing available. Buy Factory Direct and save at Factory Direct Appliance. Call 816-468-8344 or visit us at kcfda.com. Fourth quarter about to commence here at Blue Valley High School. It's a home game for Blue Valley Southwest. They are in their second year as a program, so they don't actually have a official home stadium of their own. But share the stadium with Blue Valley High School as their home games are here for the Timberwolves. They trail it by 20 to Bishop Miege. But Blue Valley Southwest has the ball. They are on their own 37-yard line. 2nd and 4 as they try to cut into that 20-point lead. They've been able to work the offense up and down the field. Pitch to Ashley. Ashley working the far side. Gets around the defenders and good enough for a first down and out of bounds. About 15-yard play on that one. Trey Parmalee pushes Ashley out of bounds. First down and moves the line of scrimmage to 45. Plenty of scoring going on in tonight's contest. As I mentioned, 41-21 is the score, but definitely different than last year's game where all the scoring was coming one-sided from Bishop Miege in a 54-7 contest. Hand up straight up the middle. Brought down for a gain of 2 was Odell. Jack Leslie looked like he was in there for the tackle. See Nelson coming back in that stable of backfield running backs that the Timberwolves have used so effectively all night. And Nelson in motion, handoff to Odell, gain of another 2 yards on the play straight up the middle. Met there immediately by the defensive line. Leslie again in on the tackle. Blue Valley Southwest taking their time. 10:43 left in the contest. They do trail by 20. They've been able to move the ball quite effectively, especially here in the second half. Scoring on every drive that they've had. And that one, Ramsey's hit and almost intercepted as it bounced into the hands of Trey Parmalee right out midfield. Intended receiver was Scott Anderson. And Ramsey had Brad Ivy bearing down right in front of him, so he had to fire that one off like a rocket launcher. And the accuracy definitely wasn't behind it. That's going to result in a punt. First time here in the second half that the Timberwolves will not come away with points on the board in the offensive series. Punt coming, and it's at the 20. Takes a bounce for Bishop Miege, now trickling back over across the 20 and out of bounds. Looks like it'll be set up around the 19-yard line of Bishop Miege. .19 left in the contest. Miege leading by 20, 41-21. Mike Smith bringing you the action on 810varsity.com. We'll see if Miege can work the ball down the field once again, or if they take their time and meticulously work it down the field to wear some clock off, as they have the comfortable 20-point lead after stopping the Timberwolves on that last offensive set for Blue Valley Southwest. Cozart under center. Twin receivers to the near side. Far side is Parmalee. Now on a handoff, straight up the middle. 3-yard gain. Adam Novak lined up at the fullback position. Novak typically lining up at the tight end. Chance Nelson with the tackle on Novak. Bring up second down. Cozart under center. Novak again lining up at the fullback position. Quanzi Johnson directly behind him. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson cuts back, but he's brought down immediately. Be no gain on the play. Dylan Odell with the tackle on Johnson. Johnson tried his cutback move that's been pretty effective throughout tonight's contest, especially on his first carry that went for 60-yard touchdown run. But right there was well prepared was Dylan Odell on the defensive side for the Timberwolves. Cozart rolling out to the near side. He's got some space. He's going to fire. He finds Parmalee right along the sideline, and a hit going out of bounds, so it looks like it's going to be unnecessary roughness on the Timberwolves. First down on the catch alone, a 13-yard gain on the connection from Cozart to Parmalee. Drake Herman with the tackle or the push out, and it is unnecessary roughness also. Parmalee was right along the near sideline. So tack on an extra 10 yards to the 13-yard completion. That's going to put Bishop Miege at their own 48-yard line. Just under 9 minutes left here in the contest. Miege leading by 20. Miege has executed their offense fairly well. Cozart does have 2 turnovers on the night, a interception on the first offensive play of the game for Bishop Miege, and a fumble here early in the second half. Handoff to Quanzi Johnson. Johnson going to get 2 yards on the play. Tried to work it out right, but couldn't bounce all the way. Jack Becker with the tackle. We've seen Trey Parmalee been a key cog in the offense throughout the entire night. Well over 100 yards in receiving for Parmalee, as well as a pair of, actually 3 TD catches for Parmalee as he lines up the closest receiver in the trips of the near side. McKinley Johnson, the far side receiver. Cozart, quick pitch to Johnson. Johnson weaves through everybody. Looks like he's going to be close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Nelson with the tackle. Indeed, it's going to be a yard short. Referees mark Quanzi Johnson and Bishop Miege a yard short of the first down here. 3rd and 1 with under 8 minutes left in the contest. A nice hesitation there by Cozart. Looked like he was going to drop back to pass. But then the quick pitch to Quanzi Johnson, and he broke it up for about 9-yard gain. Parmalee, the near side receiver. We've got the diamond formation. Far side. Fumble. Cozart covers it up immediately. And he's pounced on upon. He doesn't cough that fumble up that time. Anthony Fickett in there, as well as Anthony Miller as well, to make sure Cozart was down. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. 3 on the play, so it's going to bring up 4th and 4. We'll see Cozart and the Stags of Bishop Miege go for it. He's in the shotgun. Quanzi Johnson to his right. McKinley Johnson split out to the near side. Cozart going to keep it. He's got the first down and more. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, and out of bounds he goes right about the 15-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 18, actually. But got what the Stags needed to keep the offensive possession going. Ben Lewis forced him out of bounds on the far sideline. Cozart heads up play as he had Dakota Lebowski bearing down on him in the backfield. But this sets up 1st and 10 from the 18 of the Timberwolves for the Stags of Bishop Miege. Cozart shotgun, Quanzi Johnson backfield, trip receivers to the near side. Cozart, quick pass, this one to Parmalee. Parmalee's got some blockers, he gets around a few defenders, he's at the 5. He breaks another arm tackle and into the end zone once again. Parmalee, 4 touchdowns on the night. Trey Parmalee having one of his best nights overall. And Cozart making sure he finds the elite receiver on the Bishop Miege squad. And it makes it 47-21. Extra point pending here. Bishop Miege extending their lead now. Carter puts that one through the upright. So 48-21 now. As we see Bishop Miege extending their lead to 27 points now, pretty much putting this one out of reach with only 6:35 left to go. After that last offensive series was stopped for the Timberwolves, it didn't look too well for them to try to come back into this one, but they're going to try to salvage something here as they get back on the offensive side of things. $5 footlong subs are back at Mr. Goodson's. 7 great subs to choose from. Come see what fresh really is at Mr. Goodson's. Definitely being a different pace than last year's contest, as I've mentioned throughout the game. 54-7 was the final last year. Bishop Miege running all over the Timberwolves. But that was the Timberwolves' first year with the football program. They've easily made tremendous strides coming into this season behind head coach Bill Lowe. They have kept this game competitive, forced turnovers. 2 turnovers, almost 3 on that last offensive series for Bishop Miege. Blue Valley Southwest has been able to run the ball very effectively with their stable of running backs, Anderson, Odell, Nelson, their quarterback Ramsey as well, showcasing his feet. Carter with a kickoff from the 40. Straight down the pipe, picked up by Nelson at the 1. Nelson going to go far sideline, through a few tacklers and almost up to the 25-yard line. Going to be marked down officially to the 24. So 24-yard line will be where the Timberwolves set up their offensive series. .6:27 left here in the game. Live from Blue Valley High School. It's the home game for Blue Valley Southwest as they take on Bishop Miege. Live on 810varsity.com. Ramsey. Quick handoff to Odell. Odell gets around one defender, but then tackled by his ankles after a gain of 3. It's like Cole Pickert wraps him up. Great crowd on hand tonight. A little bit of hot weather for the season opener of high school football here in Kansas, but it's about 100 degrees when got here at the stadium. Cooled off a little bit before kickoff, and it's cooled off a little bit here now, but still in the upper 80s, lower 90s. As that one, nice handoff by Anderson, going all the way to about the 40-yard line. Nice job by Ramsey on the pitch. The weather didn't deter the crowd from turning out here tonight. As it looks like Miege will get the victory with 5:42 left here to go in the contest, but they lead it 48-21. It is 1st and 10 after the Anderson carry on the Timberwolves 39. Ramsey with Anderson, Ashley in the backfield, as well as Odell. Ramsey with the keeper. He's got some green space. He's got the first down. Gain of 11 on the play. Past midfield, Quanzi Johnson comes up from his defensive back position and gets the tackle. Again, the deception got a majority of the Miege defense stacked up there at the line of scrimmage as it was a fake handoff to Odell straight up the middle, but Ramsey with the keeper able to get an 11-yard gain. So 1st and 10, 49-yard line of the Stags. And we see Riley split out, and as Anderson as well. Ramsey again with the keeper. He barrels through everybody into the secondary again. Another 1st down. That one good for 15 yards. So Ramsey just trying to take it on his own. Put his team on his back the last 2 plays and 2 1st downs coming out of it. Brad Ivy coming away with the tackle. See that same formation, split wide receivers to each side. Fullback, handoff to Odell. Odell is knocked down after a gain of 3. Met immediately by Blake Schneiders. Jack Wirtz also in on the tackle as well. Timberwolves taking their time for about 4 minutes left here in the contest. They trail by 27, but still mounting the offensive drive. That play is blown dead. False start on the Timberwolves. Looks like it was going to be another handoff to Odell from Ramsey, but false start called before the play could even get going. That's going to move it back to 2nd and 11. Ramsey's got Nelson. Anderson also in the backfield. Ramsey gets met up, but he handed it off just in time. All the way down for 8-yard gain. Anderson with the carry. Ramsey had just got met right as he was handing off the ball to Anderson. Anderson then able to weave through the defensive line for the 8-yard gain. See Miller split out to the near side. Riley split out to the far side. In motion is Anderson. Anderson gets the pitch from Ramsey, trying to work the near sideline. Nice job, brought down in the backfield by Blake Schneiders. Just under 3 minutes left in the contest. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 2 for the Timberwolves. They will go for it. Ramsey stays in with the offense. Miller split out wide to the near side. Riley out far. Ashley, Becker, and Anderson, the running backs. Quick toss-up pass for Miller. Miller comes up with the catch. He corrals it right at the 7-yard line. Nice lob pass by Ramsey. We haven't seen too much of the passing game illustrated by the offense for the Timberwolves tonight, but that one connected on, and a 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line for Blue Valley Southwest after the pass coming to Ramsey. The connection with Anthony Miller. Same formation. Miller split out near side. Handoff to Becker straight up the middle. Becker looks like he's in there. He is right at the goal line, and across he goes. Becker gets his 2nd touchdown of the contest. A 7-yard run brewing into the end zone. So pending the extra point, the Timberwolves will be back to that 20-point deficit that it was at halftime. 2:30 left in the contest. Lewis puts it through the upright for the extra point. So 48-28 now is the score. Nick and Jake's Real Food, Honest Drink. Nick and Jake's, the proud title sponsor of A10varsity.com. Check out our promotions throughout the season on Facebook and Twitter at Nick and Jake's. Again, you're listening to coverage of the Bishop Miege Stags as they take on the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. Live on A10varsity.com. Be covering, or myself personally, Mike Smith, will be covering Bishop Miege throughout the season, but plenty of KC Metro schools are covered as well. We got a Latha game of the week going on tonight, as well as plenty of other schools, St. Thomas Aquinas, Placer Linwood, just to mention a few other broadcasts, as well as some on the Missouri side of things. Bishop Miege lining up in potential onside kick attempt. Lewis does try the onside kick. Snatched up, looks like it's going to be picked up by Miege, but a big pile right around the 50-yard line, and recovered by the Stags. Bishop Miege well prepared for that play, which would have been hugely beneficial for the Timberwolves if they would have came up with it, but Bishop Miege able to capitalize as they have an injured player right at midfield now. Plenty of players converged on that ball. Rudy Estrada was down on the field, but he gets up off his own power and walks off the field. So good to see that Estrada is okay and good to go. Stags will start off with the possession right about the 50-yard line. 2:27 left here in the contest. Leading by 20 is Bishop Miege over Blue Valley Southwest. Bishop Miege has been able to capitalize with a variety of players on the offensive end, but a main three, which will probably be the main three for him this year. Obviously, the quarterback, Montel Cozart, throwing 4 TDs, all going to Trey Parmalee. Quanzi Johnson with a 60-yard burst of a touchdown in the first half. Cozart handoff to Johnson once again. He gets up for a 6-yard gain there. Chance Nilsson with the tackle. Ball on the 44-yard line of the Timberwolves. Time winding down. 2 minutes left in the contest. Or just about 2 minutes left in the contest. Cozart will be under center. Got McKinley Johnson, near side wide receiver. Parmalee, far side. Quick pitch. That one. Excuse me. I is unaware who the pitch was to by Cozart. Looked like it was Connor De Leon actually with the carry, I believe. Good enough for the first down on the carry there, for that play. Minute 39 left in the game. 48-28. Mahoney, the wide out near side. Cozart under center. Taylor, the fullback. Cozart with the pitch once again. This one wide open. Right out the brought down would be at the 20-yard line. And Connor De Leon with the carry once again. Taylor with some good lead blocking. Another first down on the play. Same formation coming out as the last. The wide receiver swap sides. McKinley Johnson, actually the near side wide receiver. Timmy Mahoney, far side. Taylor and De Leon, the backs in the backfield. Hand off to Taylor. Taylor busts straight up the middle. Spin move brought down at the 5-yard line. Ben Lewis with the tackle. Ben Lewis just got enough of Taylor to knock him down before he got to the end zone. Miege finds himself at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal, under a minute left in the contest, 33 seconds. They lead by 20. Cozart under center. And he's just going to take a knee, and this one's going to be it. It's going to be in the books, as Bishop Miege will come away with the victory as the clock winds down. Officially 10 seconds left in the game, but Bishop Miege will come away with a 20-point victory here at Blue Valley High School, the home game for Blue Valley Southwest. So Bishop Miege starts off the season 1-0. Blue Valley Southwest drops to 0-1, but definitely a close contest between these two teams, back and forth, especially in the second half. Definitely a different game than last year, which was 54-7. This one 48-28, only a 20-point game. Those difference being the 27 unanswered points put on the board in that first half after the initial touchdown by the Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast here on a10varsity.com. You can catch multiple games throughout the season of the KC Metro area. a10varsity.com now brings live video streams for more than 25 KC Metro schools all season long. Now you can watch and listen to all the action live on your computer, iPad, or phone. And of course, live scores, rankings, and more. Live or archive, get the games at a10varsity.com. Bishop Miege improves to 1-0 on the season with a 48-28 victory over Blue Valley Southwest. Miege will play at home next week at 7 p.m. That broadcast can be found on a10varsity.com as well. They will play Blue Valley Northwest. Well, the Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest will play Blue Valley here at this same stadium next week as well. Thank you again for listening here on a10varsity.com. Signing out, I'm Mike Smith. Thank you for Stacy Smith, my camera person, and Kyle Luntz, my intern for the season from Bishop Miege. Thank you again as Miege wins 48-28 over Blue Valley Southwest.